What's up, guys? DSR here with another video. Just recording this on my phone real quick. I just kind of wanted to show, for those who might not be too well versed or have very much experience in painting kits or doing customizing or anything like that. I just kind of wanted to show what my workflow looks like. At the very early stage for getting ready to paint. So basically, what we're looking at right here. Sorry, my arm's causing shadows. Is these alligator clips, which are basically just electrical alligator clips. I put mine onto toothpicks just because they're a little bit shorter and they take up less room. A lot of people use skewers, which are about this long instead of that long. So I just like it the smaller pieces because it lets you hold it in your hand a little bit better for painting. I can spin it my fingers, do stuff like that. So when you're painting a piece, it's just a lot easier to use the smaller part, at least for me anyways. It's definitely 100% personal preference, but that's the way I like to do it. You can get the alligator clips, the electrical alligator clips on Amazon for like $9 for like a 25 pack or so, which is pretty good. To get started, you might want to buy 2 or 3 of those packages. Just because if you try and go to a hardware store or something like that and buy alligator clips, they're a lot more expensive. So it's a lot easier to get stuff like this and then, grab at the Dollar Tree or something, a package of toothpicks. 100 count of toothpicks is like $1 or $2, whatever, and then grab some pliers and then just squeeze. See if I can get it to focus here. Just squeeze it around the toothpick. You might have to use a little bit of glue or something, but normally, if you can just get it tightened down, they hold on really well. If you try and pull on it, it doesn't shake off or anything like that. So in my experience, I've been able to do that. It does take, a couple hours if you want to sit there and put them all together at the same time. I've actually got a bag of 25 that I got for Christmas and a little, little thing of supplies that I haven't put together yet, but I'm probably going to do that really soon because I'm working on the Banshee right now, and it has a heck of a lot of parts, the Banshee Norn. So basically, I just wanted to show, you can get them all onto these alligator clips, and most of the time you can find a good place to clip them on. For example, this is like the bottom of the foot, and you can kind of see we've got the little clips, or not the clips, but ridges in there that are meant to plug into the bottom of the foot, and you can just kind of get the alligator clip around one side of those, and there you go. It's self-tightening, so it'll hold on there, no problem. It's cleaner than using like sticky tack or something like that. Most of the time, if you can get a good hold on a piece, they won't fall off. For example, on this one, I might go, since I know that this part right here goes into the chest, and it's probably better that it doesn't have very much paint on it as well, I'll probably clip on right there. So I'll just go like that, or even maneuver it up so that I'm actually, I would probably do it, hold on a second. I would probably do it like this. That way, paint will be able to reach all of the areas it needs to, and not any of the areas that it doesn't. So it's really just strategic clipping. On this piece, since this is the interior, it doesn't matter. You can just grab onto that part right there, and it's very self-explanatory. These parts of the backpack, I would grab. Whoops. Gosh darn it. I would grab right here because that's an interior piece. You're not going to see it. It's a part that probably doesn't need that much paint on it anyways because it's going to have to be slotted into the backpack. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it. Especially on bigger pieces, it is really easy to find a place to alligator clip onto. Even on smaller parts, it's very easy to find places. Even on a part, as small as, the head crest. There's a little tab there that you can grab onto. On really, really small pieces, such as a face mask for a Gundam, what you can do as well, if you have extra toothpicks, you can do that, but sometimes I'll just use the bottom half of these, is, because there's always like a slot or something where that piece is going to go into, just fit it onto the end of a toothpick. You can also use some sticky tack for that. But if it's too small to be clipped, then you can there's definitely alternatives. So yeah, I just wanted to show this. This is after, of course, snapping them off of the trees, and trimming it down with a knife, to get rid of all of the nubs. And then basically what I do is this one has, clips on it still, but, once you got your clips ready, you can just stick them into a piece of styrofoam. And so what I'll do is I'll get them all ready and stick them all into the styrofoam. Usually, but though, I'll organize it, the black parts are going to be over here, the blue parts are going to be over here, maybe the gray parts over here are going to be in the center, and that kind of just gives me a visual representation of, these are all the parts that I'm doing in this color, then some of these, and some of these, and I'll have, 2 or 3 of these going. Yeah, I just have these chunks, and these chunks, honestly, I've been using, I think it was from a TV or something like that, one Christmas or something, 5 or 6 years ago. And so, if you get a couple of good chunks of styrofoam, you can continue recycling these for years. And you can see, I've gotten spray on these. I've sprayed parts with spray paint over these. These were when I was doing the model cars. I did the Chevy truck and the lime green New Beetle, and I had to have the body on here, and I sprayed onto, they were on clips, but I had to spray with it being held up by the styrofoam. And so it doesn't really deteriorate the foam very much, and you can see how many holes I've put into, especially on this one, because this is one of my favorites. And, when you get that bad, you can always just flip them over. So really, if you can just find, some stray styrofoam, whether at a job or if you buy a new electronic or something like that, these things will last you forever. I wouldn't suggest going and buying, going to an arts and crafts store or something and buying the floral foam, because that stuff is so crumbly, and once you use it a couple times, you're going to have styrofoam flying all over the place, and it's really messy, and they're expensive blocks too. So recycling it is usually the best option. If you can't find some, then, there are also all those alternatives. But it's really easy usually to find them somewhere, whether, if you live at home or something, check a garage or old boxes or something like that. Or even check I won't suggest dumpster diving, but, just look around, and it's usually really easy to find. And like I said, it lasts you forever. I've had these forever, and I've been using them since I started spray painting kits, and I'm 21 now, and so that was probably at 16, so probably about 5 years, like I said. And the way I paint is I'll have them organized. I obviously don't paint them on while they're stuck in here. I'll take it off, spray apart, and then stick it back up to dry. But it keeps me organized. It keeps all the parts, held up away from any kind of surfaces like this, where the paint could get messed up. It avoids any kind of touching, fingerprint leaving, anything like that. So it's extremely helpful. And like I said, it's so easy to put these together and find a place to hold on to each part, especially like on front skirts or something like that. You can just grab onto the ball joints. So yeah, that's all for today. I just kind of wanted to show that, this is how I do it. I know people do different ways, for getting their paint set up, but I've been doing this for so long and it's never failed me. All you have to be careful about is finding a good place to clip onto, and making sure that your alligator clips are tight, because if they get loose, or if they're over tight and you're on a really, really small part, sometimes it'll finish closing and pop the part off, and then depending on where you're at, that might be bad news for you. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to try and get this Banshee painted really soon. I've got paint coming for it. I've got that metallic blue-green paint, and some gold coming, so it's going to be the full armor, or awakened version of the Banshee Norn. I'm really looking forward to painting it, and I'll be doing a video on that when it's done. So thanks a lot for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.